Welcome to the No Dress Code Pod, where we keep it real, celebrate Black excellence, and dive into the things that matter most. Tune in, vibe out, and let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your favorite host, as well as your favorite hoochie Bree. And if this is your first time listening, or if you're a returning guest, then you already know what to say. You already know how I feel about you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because without you, where would I be? Where would we be? Okay, I know I said in last week's episode, and I feel like y'all see the energy already. Okay. Um, that February energy is off me. Okay, that February dark cloud has left, baby. We are in March. Okay, I don't know what it is, cause I really feel like March is like a rainy season, and that's not really my thing. But the sun's been out. It ain't been hot. It ain't been hoochie weather. The legs have been out, but they ain't been out. Okay. And I'm just feeling good, you guys. How are you guys feeling? Let's do our weekly check-in. I know I said last week I was gonna start telling y'all about my week as well, and I'm working on that. So before I tell y'all about my week, how was your week? I hope you guys had an amazing week. Now, if you didn't, there's nothing I could do for you in this moment, but continue to speak it over you and pray that your week going forward is amazing. Because look at your girl right here, okay? Flourishing, thriving. It's March. Like, I'm just if you can't tell us a big difference, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Between this episode and that last week's episode, 2 weeks episode, 3 weeks episode, baby, the energy is back. I'm coming back. I'm flourishing, you guys. So I hope you guys are having an amazing week. The weather might not do y'all like the weather do me, and that's okay. That's okay. But for me and my week so far, chef's kiss, baby. Chef's kiss. I mean, we're not perfect. I do have stuff that I'm like, damn, I wish that was better. I wish that went different. But overall, baby, you can't steal my joy. Okay. This is just, you can't steal what I got going right now. And that's just that on that. And I love that for me. I know y'all love it for me too. And I love it for y'all too. If y'all have an amazing week, I love that for y'all. If y'all didn't have an amazing week, then, drop it in the comments. Let us know you didn't have an amazing week, and, you know, sending love, doing what I can to spread positivity to you in your week. That's how I'm gonna say. Um Now it's a solo episode, y'all. I don't know when we'll have another guest, but we'll have another guest soon. Well, I do know when we'll have another guest, but we'll have another guest soon. We have a lot coming, a lot planned for you guys. I'm excited. Maybe just being out of it is amazing, and if you're still in the thick of it, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I just need you to know that it doesn't always feel like it, but guaranteed there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't know what your faith is, but if you believe in God, the lesson I learned is talk to him like he's your homeboy. Yeah, I was talking to God like he was in HR. And as someone who's in HR, but you see what I really do on a on a daily basis, baby. That's why we couldn't connect, because you knew I was being fake. This HR is not what it gives for real. And I learned you just gotta talk to that man like that's your homeboy. Like I had to stop, being so HRy. I said, baby, this man see what you do on a daily basis, knows your innermost thoughts, knows all of your sins, and you think you could just come here and HR him, and that's gonna fly? Yeah, so that's what I learned. If you read the title of today's episode, then today we're talking about boycotts. We're talking about spending our money where we are talking about spending our money where we are respected and why some of us can't seem to hold the line when it matters. Now listen, okay? Now listen. Y'all know I did not come here to preach, but I did come here to tell y'all the truth. And the truth is, our spending power is unmatched. But somehow we be giving our dollars to people who don't even like us. Make it make sense. Let's talk about it. Because make it make sense. So, the black dollar alone, baby, if black folks can't do nothing else, and it's a lot of shit we can do, but if we can't do nothing else, baby, we can spend some money. Okay, the black dollar alone is 1.6 trillion annually. And that is with a T, not a B. If you don't know what that means, baby, we could be out here running economies. We we could be out here running economies, but instead we are still begging these companies to fuck with us. And why? Why? Let me give you a little breakdown of the industries that we as black people heavily contribute. Now, don't come for me. I don't want to hear nobody in the comments being like,
well, I can't tell.
cause sis, it's coming back. Okay. You're gonna be able to tell again real soon. But um beauty in the hair industry, baby. What? It may not be a we in this part because I particularly don't really wear lace fronts and frontals. I have. So I'm not knocking nobody who does. But I have. But baby, the beauty industry, them lace fronts, them frontals, baby, we keep them wigs selling. And it's not, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, we're just the biggest consumers of it. We are, technically. But we're not the only ones who wear it, is what I mean. And you're right, we're not the only ones who wear it. But we contribute heavily to the sales of it. And who owns the shops? And I'm not talking about in a predominantly black neighborhood. Like, I'm not talking about in areas like Atlanta. In the areas, I'm not talking about Atlanta. Okay, I'm not talking about Georgia. And we may not even be the biggest owners in that area either, but I'm not talking about that area. Okay? I mean universally. We are the biggest and the baddest shoppers when it comes to the beauty hair industry, and baby, we're not owning enough of them. We're not. Okay. We're not owning enough of them. And let's not forget the fashion. The luxury brands disrespect the fuck out of it, then turn around and drop a urban collection. Then who turn around and buy that? Huh? Who turn around eating that up? The same people that was out here disrespecting. And it's not even just hair and fashion. Although, baby, again, 1.6 trillion, you know we got our hands in every single industry, in every single market. I'm gonna even give y'all a few fast food restaurants. And don't drag me. Because two of these places I used to love as well. One of them I stopped loving when I realized I could make it better. Literally, I wasn't even comparing the price. I can make it cheaper. I mean, I can make it better. Maybe this taste is very unseasoned. Very unseasoned. Ain't been back since. Sent the whole plate back and said, you know what? I can make this at home. It's gonna be for sure. I don't taste a lick of salt or a lick of pepper. Now, if y'all wondering what I'm talking about Olive Garden. I used to love me some Olive Garden. I'm talking about Olive Garden. Okay. If you still love Olive Garden, that's on you. That's on you. But Cracker Barrel and McDonald's, I used to love me some McDonald's. They fries when they fresh and they hot, baby. McDonald's is top top two, and they ain't number two when it come to fresh fries. If you get they fries fresh and hot, not fresh and soggy, like you ain't really cook it long enough, you just dropped it in and dropped it back out. Not them. When they are right, McDonald's is top two, and it's not two. Oh my goodness, that's why I had to. It hurt to. It hurt. It didn't really hurt that much to give up McDonald's, um, because it's really not good for you. It's not. It completely goes against my diet, so it didn't hurt that much. But it did hurt because I do like their cookies. Although I can make some good chocolate cookies, I like their cookies. I don't feel like making. Yeah, but I don't feel like making them from scratch. That's where I. That's where I would go. Get me my cookie. So McDonald's, it hurt. It hurt to have to leave them alone. But they, you know what? If I'm being honest though, McDonald's isn't even the most hardest. McDonald's isn't even the hardest one to to leave alone. If I'm being honest, neither is Olive. Those two are just like, eh, yeah. Olive Garden was just like, I really can make the shrimp alfredo at home, and it have some flavor. McDonald's, it was just like, oh, baby, nobody is touching her. Like I don't know what type of crack y'all sprinkle in that, but nobody is touching your fries. Now, Orida did come out with some good fast food fries. Orida is second to none. Orida is second to none when it comes to fast food fries, and they killed it. They killed it. So I ain't gotta go to McDonald's no more. I can guarantee my fries gonna be fresh and hot. From Orida, I can guarantee they're gonna be fresh and hot. Just the way I like them, fresh out the grease or fresh out the air fryer. Ain't got to worry about it at all. The thing about it is, though, also that I've noticed, and I'm only saying within Black people because, baby, that's my people. Okay, that's where I resonate. I personally can't identify with nobody. I can't say I can't identify with nobody who's not black, but we can identify. But yeah, I'm trying to say shit. Like, you know, black people is my people, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know how to put that for y'all. Like, I'm black. So, I'm speaking to the niggas.
This is for the niggas. Strictly for the niggas. This is for the niggas. The real niggas.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm speaking to. Yo, if you identify, great. Don't let me catch you saying nigga. Don't care what you identify as. Don't let me catch you saying nigga. But if you identify, great. But I will say one thing I noticed is we will argue. We will argue the fuck down over which sneakers is better, but then turn around and act like boycotting is an option. When's the last what's and don't get me wrong, okay? When it comes to my closet is literally full of nothing but Nike and Van. And when I say Nike, I mean the Air Jordans, I mean Jordan Flight, I mean Nike Slides, Nike Prestos. Like I mean actual Nike. Mix it up. It's not just, Jordan. It's not just Air Force One. Like it's actual Nike. Or Vans. You know. I don't really know how to describe Vans like that. I feel like they all the same shoe, just different style, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but yeah. Um, but I can't say when's the last time Nike or Vans ever did anything for us. or for me or for you as a consumer when, Nike took a stand. Okay, Nike took a stand, and although I was already rocking with Nike hard before that, you know, Nike solidified what it was for me. Nike said, "Baby, I've been rocking with y'all. I've been riding with y'all since John Carlos and Tommy Smith in 1968, and I think they was wearing Cortezes back then." So Nike said, "Baby, the same way they at the medals, baby. This in 2020, still. I mean, I fuck with Nike. Okay, I'm sad to say, I'm not sad to say any shape or form. I do fuck with half for a very long time. Like I said, my closet is full of Nike Vans. Do I have other shoes? I do, but what would I be wearing every day? Nike. But I also believe in spending my money where my money is respected. I don't know much about Vans and their politics, so for now they ain't got the boot. And I pray to God, they don't do nothing to get the boot because maybe it's gonna be straight Nike around this bitch. I mean, straight Nike around this bitch. So I just pray Vans nothing to fuck it up. But I will say that a lot of the times when we talk about, and I say we, I mean like I want to say 90s kid, 80s kid. 80s kids were probably raised by people in the 60s. 90s kids were raised by people theoretically in the 70s. Um, Now obviously the math that I just threw out there isn't 100% correct because I'm a 90s kid. My brothers are 80s kids. They were raised by parents, or let me rephrase that. We were raised by parents. My daddy was a 40s baby. My mother was a 60s baby. So, um, I'm really trying to say that to say that like we are not our ancestors. And I mean that in the slightest of slightest ways. Like I'm not shading our ancestors. I'm not shading our ancestors when I say that. I'm shading us. I'm shading us. There have been so many times that y'all said we was boycotting brands and the brands got dragged, but they still saw profit. For instance, H&M, when they had the little black boy and they said the coolest monkey in the jungle. Now, granted, the mother was from, I think, Europe, UK. The boy was African, if I'm not mistaken. And the mama said, baby, the racism that y'all experience in America, that monkey thing didn't translate to Europe. And it's like, I want to believe you, sis. I really do. I want to believe you, but where do these white people come from? Huh? They came from Europe. So I really can't necessarily believe you, but the streets was hot when that campaign dropped. Twitter was in flames. But 2 weeks later, H&M had lines outside the door because y'all don't take shit serious. Y'all is not y'all ancestors. We are not our ancestors. Baby, Gucci and Prada, black faced.
Oh, we done with Gucci after that. Oh, we done with Gucci and Prada after that blackface moment.
Y'all remember that? T.I. was over there leading the charge on that one. T.I. said, oh no, baby, Gucci got to be canceled. We're not wearing Gucci anymore. We're not purchasing Gucci anymore. T.I., what happened? People, what happened? Gucci went on sale. They had a nice little sale going on. Y'all said, oh, fuck it. It's a sale. So I feel like I'm stealing from them because I'm not, they not really getting my full price. The perfume is really $200 and I'm getting it for $175. So I'm really stealing from the company. That's how y'all justified it. Back flexing on the gram like Gucci ain't never did nothing. Like Prada ain't never did nothing. Okay. Proud of me if you proud of me. Okay. I think that's how the saying go. Proud of me if you proud of me. Yeah. Yeah, the girls is loving Prada again. The girls is loving Gucci again. And the guys is too. I'm not gonna sit here and hold you, but y'all out here loving Gucci and Prada again. All it needs to do is have a little sale. A little oopsie, I apologize. And Starbucks? You remember when they was calling the cops just for people sitting down? God, that boycott lasted just as long as y'all, just until y'all needed your next caramel macchiato. And I understand. I used to be a Starbucks girly. I used to stop at Starbucks every day on my way to class, and I didn't care if I was late to class. I was getting to Starbucks. I get it. I do, and I understand it's hard to cut these people off. It's hard. They basically monopolize They monopolize. It's not funny. But they monopolize the territory, the category, the section for y'all. Like they I don't know how to put it, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But they monopolize that for y'all. Like it really is. Y'all be diehards, and I get it. I get it because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've boycotted McDonald's, right? I personally don't go there for myself anymore, and if I do go, I'm not spending my money. I just have to because I be going for the kids sometimes, and the kids sometimes that's all they eat McDonald's. Sometimes that's all they'll eat. That's I'm not finna arguing about kid, okay? Because really, when it comes to me, your kid can starve. I'm just playing. If your kid don't eat chicken and broccoli like I eat chicken and broccoli, your kid can starve. Okay, because we on a diet. No. We on a diet over here, so take note of that point since your kid here. Nah, so I mean I'll still go for like kids and stuff, but myself, no. Now if I really want some cookies, I guess I'm just making them. Now if I really want some fries, I guess I'm making them. I mean there's other like spots I can go to, but you know. So I understand. Boycotting these places is not easy, but nothing changes if nothing changes. And I remember because I said I would stop eating McDonald's for years. I didn't. I would be like off and on, but now I'm really like, nah. I haven't had McDonald's. I haven't had Jack in the Box, and although I don't know if Jack in the Box has been boycotted or like had um been placed on the no fly list, basically, but it just don't hit the same. So I don't go anymore. Um, and then also I'm trying to eat at home more. So really, these boycotts is helping your girl out. Cause you said what? You said, oh, we can't eat at McDonald's no more. That's cool. I need to be eating at home anyway. I can make my own chicken nuggets. Cause that's all I get anyway. Some chicken nuggets and some fries and an Oreo McFlurry. I could do all that at home. Using almond milk now because your girl is trying to steer away from dairy anyway. So look at that. Your girl can make her own Oreo McFlurry with almond milk and keep it a little healthier. McDonald's who? Cause who need McDonald's? Oh, okay. And people used to be like, when I tell people like, oh no, I'm not going to McDonald's now, or I just, I'm good. I don't eat McDonald's right now. They be like, one little dollar, your little dollar ain't gonna stop nothing. Okay, and you're the problem. Okay, cause their bottom line does feel it. My little $1, my little dollar that I was spending, or whatever it was I was spending when I went, they do feel it. Bookie, baby, that adds up over time. Cause now I'm not going as I once was. I'm not going as consistently as I once was. I'm not going every day anymore. That adds up. Now, does it add up enough for to make them do something? Maybe not. But I'm doing my part. Are you doing yours? Oh, okay then. So next time you try to come for me, remember I'm doing my part. Are you doing yours? Okay, Bookie. Yeah. Mm. So I just like I'd be really sitting here, and I'd be like, okay, so they said we boycotting this, we boycotting this, we boycotting Target. What did they say? Target, Home Depot, Sam's Club, Walmart. Um, Now I'll be honest with you, some of these places really hurt me, and some of these places I was like, oh, okay, I could do without. Target, no, Walmart. I was like, oh baby, I ain't shopped there in years anyway. Anybody who knows me knows I do not shop at Walmart and have not for over a decade. It's one of them things. I only go to Walmart if somebody else wants to go, and I'm really only getting it because you're getting it or you're paying for it or whatever the case may be. But like, you'll never hear me suggest just go to Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. Or I need something. Let me look and see if Walmart has it. And over 2 decades, baby, you probably wouldn't have heard me say that. I stopped going to Walmart. I want to say maybe shortly after I graduated high school. They used to have 24-hour Walmarts, and we used to make runs to Walmart. Shout out to the people I used to make runs to Walmart for with. Didn't need nothing, wasn't buying nothing, but it was the only 24-hour spot we had. Bring back 24-hour stores. Bring those back for sure. The one that hit me and hurt me the most though, Amazon. I said, "Oh, Target rolled back on their DEI program. Oh, that's cool. Target, you can keep that. You can keep that. I deleted the app off my phone. Like Target, you can keep that. Yeah, you got that. Your return policy wasn't all that anyway, making me get out of my card to do a return. Bitch, come do drive up. Um, so Target, I'm not gonna say I don't feel y'all. I'm not gonna miss y'all, but Amazon broke my soul. Amazon, I used to get CarMax in bulk. I was getting Albaline. What I pay for three on Amazon, I'm paying for one in store. That's what I mean by I'm a miss Amazon. Like it gave me the option. Okay, I can get 20 of these. I mean, I can get three of these for 20 versus going in store and only getting one for 11 or whatever the case may be. Like Amazon has been the hardest one to boycott. Amazon has been the hardest. It hit different. I just knew Amazon wasn't gonna do me like that, but it did. And I'm just disappointed. That one really hurt. That one really hurt. Like it did none of the other ones on the no fly list, as I'm calling it. The boycott list hurt. Baby, Amazon hurt like no tomorrow. And with past boycotts and past things that I've seen, the things we've done, all that good stuff. I'm just sitting here like when y'all said when y'all said we was boycotting Starbucks and y'all said we was boycotting Gucci and Prada and y'all said we was boycotting H&M. Was it really a boycott? Was we really boycotting or was we just going through a brief moment of inconvenience? Mm. Because if the money never stops flowing, they never have to change. So are we really talking boycott or are we talking a brief moment of inconvenience? Because for me, I don't shop at Walmart. Um, I'm not a McDonald's eater no more. I don't really eat Jack in the Box no more. I, you know, hurt my heart, but I ain't shopped at Amazon. I gotta figure it out. The thing that with Amazon, there's nothing really to compete yet. There's no big thing that's out there that's really competing with Amazon yet. Do I see it coming? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I see it coming. But for right now, it's not here. And that's just, yeah, just hurtful. Um, so now that I done talked to y'all about the boycotts that did not work, because I don't know who was raising y'all. I don't know what generation of past is raising y'all, but y'all is definitely not y'all ancestors. We are definitely not our ancestors. So when every Black History Month or when a Karen tries somebody in the store and y'all be like,
Ooh, they knew who to try. They knew not me.
or they be like,
Yeah, they knew not me. Cause I'm not my ancestors. We not our ancestors.
hey, you're fucking right. You're fucking right. Our ancestors are probably disgraced like a motherfucker when it comes to. I'm just being honest. They said these niggas got everything that we wanted. Not everything. Let me rephrase that. Has so many things that we probably could not have even imagined due to our imagination being stifled 9 times out of 10. Um, and they can't even band together and get it together. Yeah, they're not us. They're not our ancestors. Baby, we was doing sit-ins. Okay, we was doing walk-ins. Like we was marching. We was fighting. I know y'all see them pictures of the people with the water hose being sprayed down. Baby with police dogs and all that. You're right. You're right. We are not our ancestors. 100%. Because if y'all remember Montgomery bus boycott, baby, in 1955, they said we ain't riding that and held that line for 381 days. Over a year of making it work, walking, carpooling, and everything else they had to do, and it worked. Then bus policies changed, huh? Cause you couldn't, them buses wasn't running like that without the black people. Y'all needed our money. You needed our money to survive. And you knew that. And we knew that withholding our money would have to change some things for you. Hmm. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not boycotting hard enough for me. Okay. Remember Nike in 2018 when they backed Colin Kaepernick? And all them racist people was out there buying, literally going to the store, buying a Colin Kaepernick jersey just to set it on fire. Baby, do you think Nike care what you do after you done bought the jersey? You done already gave them the money. They don't care if you burn it, you wear it, you drag it down the street in mud, you use it to hold your phone up. Baby, they don't care if you use it as a hair tie. You spent the money, the full amount, just to throw it in the trash. You were better off just burning your money. And on top of that, on top of that, they were burning shoes and everything else Nike. And baby, let me tell you something. Nike did not care. Nike did not care. In fact, baby, we stood 10 toes down behind Nike. Nike sales then doubled. They not worrying about how y'all feel about them backing Kaepernick. I'm sure they'll do it the fuck again. I'm sure Nike will do it the fuck again. They not worried about y'all. They not. They say, oh baby, you're not stopping the bottom line. In fact, you done made the bottom line get bigger, flourish, and thrive more, baby. What? Nike was not giving a fuck. Oh, and also let's not forget about Teflon. Okay, 2020 to now. Y'all remember when we stopped giving our money to them big luxury brands? Okay, and started spending and started shopping and started supporting Teflon? That is what it looks like to spend where your money is respected. Another, another. Let me include the time I feel like y'all said let's boycott Kanye. Now I'm be honest with y'all, I ain't really had no skin in this game. I've heard some of the things Kanye has said, and I have heard some of the things he said from his own mouth in interviews, not personally. We ain't there yet. We don't know Kanye in person yet, but maybe one day. He's not really high on my list of people I need to know, but maybe one day. Um, and but it's like we gotta talk about Kanye because he had. Now I'm even gonna say us. I will say us because I there is a pair that I was like, oh damn, I would buy those. I'm not even gonna sit here and like I would buy those. But he had us going to war over them Yeezy. Okay. And then he had the audacity to turn around and say slavery was a choice. And niggas still bought the shoe. Now, with Kanye being Kanye, we can go ahead and fast forward to his anti black comments. Okay, with the White Lives Matter shirts. And Adidas was still cutting him checks after all that drama. But did we cancel him? Or did we just complain? Because best believe if Adidas thought that check would bounce without us, they would have never crawled back. Because that's how powerful our buying power is. And that's how powerful our spending. A lot of the times we're trying to figure out who actually values us. It's those independent black owned brands, those independent black owned companies that when we go to and we see their stuff, we're like, oh no, this shit too high. But then you go to the fucking mall. You go to fucking I don't want to name drop because I do wear it and we could be an ambassador one day if things work out properly. But you know what? Fuck it, cause we ain't scared of no shit. Um, we say that going and supporting these black owned brands and spending $50, $60 on a t-shirt is too much. But then we'll go to Fashion Nova and spend $50 to $60 on a dress. That baby, really, I'm only gonna wear maybe twice. Cause once it hit the gram, baby, this dress probably ain't gonna be. Or we'll go to the mall and drop 100 at companies and with people who don't even value us, who don't even give a fuck about us. But that same black owned brand, that black owned company that was trying to sell you a shirt for $60, that really cared about your dollar and where it was going, you say, oh no, baby, this is too expensive. You can also spend your money at local businesses. Do y'all want convenience or do you want community? Because community got to be funded. And I'm all for convenience. Okay, I'm all for not having to leave my house. I do wish that community and convenience can be together. But once again, don't matter how you shape it, community has to be fun. So before we can get community to be convenience, the community needs funding. If you're not getting what I'm throwing out here, like I'm gonna keep saying, we have made so much shit pop like TikTok. We done made so much shit pop like Twitter or X. That's why, Black Twitter. Baby, we make shit pop. We make shit pop for other people because who owns it? Mm. And then they're constantly muting our content, but promoting like the girl who did the Renegade. She didn't get credit for her shit. She didn't get rich like Charlie, whatever the girl's name is, Charlie and her sister. She didn't get rich like them off of a dance she created. It's about time we stop begging at doors that were not built for us and go out and build the fucking doors. Build some doors of our own. Cause baby, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Now, I'm not saying you gotta throw everything out, but be intentional before you hit add to cart. Ask yourself, does this brand respect me? Would they miss my money if I stop shopping here? If they got caught up in a scandal tomorrow, would I still buy? That's it. That's the message. Think about that before you purchase again with a brand. And this is the shameless plug. Shameless fucking plug. I got no problem admitting it. Shameless fucking plug. NDC, okay? We sell the sweaters. I mean, if you're looking for a brand that cares about you, yes, we're here. Does this brand respect you? Of course it does. Would this brand miss your money if you stop spending it here? Of course we would. Um, if this brand got caught up in a scandal tomorrow, would you still buy? I would hope and fuck you would. I sure would. I do. Um, if this isn't your thing, we also bake. Okay, we also got NDC's baked goods. If you want to follow them on Instagram at any given point, we do ship. Okay, I shipped out a box of cookies. Actually, I shipped out two cookies, 2 dozen cookies. So we ship. If you want to try our desserts and you live in New York, for all I care, we will ship them to you. Cause we care about you as a brand. Let me go ahead and get it on camera. We care about you as a brand. We respect you as a brand. If we got caught up in a scandal tomorrow, God forbid, we hope you still continue to support us. Yeah. Um, I would. This brand would miss your money if you decided to stop spending here. This brand would miss your money. Okay, we can provide whatever you want. You want hoodies, you want beanies, you want socks, you want underwear, you want bikinis, you want aprons. What is it that you want? Because, baby, this brand is going to get it for you. You just let me know. Okay? This brand is everything. And if you want it, who am I to say no? You know, like I said, support local Black owned businesses. I also do want to say that this is March is Women's History Month. So drop in the comments of any woman that you know who is making history. And we will do our best to either highlight them in our stories or shout them out on our next episode. Before I let y'all go, I just need y'all to know. Support the brand. Okay, merch is available at any given time. Again, we have hoodies, sweaters, jackets, whatever it is you want, you name it, I get it for you. We can get it for you at whatever it is you want. Support local businesses. Support Black owned businesses. Like I said, we got NDC baked goods too. If you didn't know, we got NDC. Everything we've served the guest, from the German chocolate, the the cake made with German chocolate, not American German chocolate cake. Strawberry lemonade, the cookies, brownies, anything you done seen us serve guests is available for purchase. Just go to the NDC Bakers Instagram. I hope you guys also like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys support the merch for sure. Support the merch for sure. I will see you guys next episode, and don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to pull up and spend their money here. And I'll see you guys in next week's episode. Bye. You're still here? You know the show's over, right? Don't cry. We'll be back next week. I gotta go be a hoochie. In the meantime, catch up on the older episodes.